Every day, we rise, challenging ourselves to work for what we believe in. At U.S. Border Patrol, protecting our borders is more than a job. It's a calling. Agents answer the call, working together to keep our country and communities safe. If you're ready for a new mission, join U.S. Border Patrol and go beyond. Learn more at cbp.gov/careers.
Decorating Pages is a podcast dedicated to taking you behind the scenes of the designs of your favorite TV shows and films. Each episode, I'll be sharing design stories from some of Hollywood's most famous sets. Interviews from set decorators, production designers, directors, and actors about creating the look of TV and film, about their design inspirations, and stories that take sets from page to screen. Hello, and welcome to Decorating Pages. I'm your host, Kim Wanup. This is episode 2 of Prop Master Gay Perillo. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. We might have laughed a little too much, and we laugh a little too hard in this one also. We talk about some personal woes of how much it takes to get things done and get on set, even if you get hit by a truck, like Gay did. You'll hear about that. And also the passion it takes in each of our departments to get the job done. So hope you enjoy. Also take a look at the website, decoratingpagespodcast.com, to see the episode guide and some pictures of Gay's hero props. When you have to deal in taking input, when you deal pretty closely with actors, so do you get input from them?
I do, depending on how kind of established the actor is, we'll have more input, especially if I'm going to throw glasses on them. Mm-hmm. Their overall look is very important, and some care more about the character, and some care more about what they look like, and I get both aspects of that, so I try to thread that needle and find out what looks good on you and what's good for the character. Ultimately, it's always what's good for the character, and right. The vision of the director. But it gets a little dicey sometimes when I say the thing that it's especially when an actor has product out there and then I have to have them use another product, that gets super, super dicey. I always have to cover a label,
and that's only recent, really, isn't it? I mean,
I've been doing that for about the last 5 to 10 years. Yeah. Because there's a lot of sponsors. It's also too with their cell phone. A lot of actors are attached to certain products, watches. Right. Actors became, in advertising, huge, and so that's right. I don't like having to pay attention to that, but I do have to. Yeah. But other than that, not a ton of input regarding. They don't give a shit about what file and if the button they have to push on a thing I made. They don't really care about that.
Have you ever worked with an actor that was just a little too into their character?
A little method?
You don't have to say who, but I would be like, oh, here's your watch, get away from me. I respect it. I do, because we wouldn't be here without the actors. I respect it. But there has to be some, reality of, what everybody else is doing on the set to get you in your performance also.
Props takes the brunt of some things a lot. Especially, I've had glasses thrown at me that say, these are not my prescription. And I'm like, I didn't know you had one. God. You're just now telling me you have a prescription.
Oh, my God.
And they're using their prop glasses to read something on camera. That was fun.
A note I needed yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you're stuck in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. And, yeah, definitely they want to rehearse early. They don't want it too late. They don't want it early. I remember on Mad Men, couple of the actors who I adore, but you couldn't have them, they wouldn't rehearse with their props. And I would try to say to them, well, you're going to open to this and it's the third page and here's the pen that you pick up to mark on this bit, you know, some advertising artwork. And they're holding a Starbucks in their phone right before you go. So they don't, you feel like that first take is on you because you didn't tell them all the info that they needed. But that's because they didn't put down their coffee or cell phone or whatever. As far as me working with actors, it's always, you got to be super safe with guns. Some will tell you, I know, I have a gun. It's like, no, okay, well, this one's different, and you have to give them respect, because overall, if they're mad at you, it could affect their performance. I learned that 30 years ago when I pissed off an actor right before he was firing a gun. Yeah. He had asked me where my gun training was, and I told him, and he hated the guy. He had a big fight with the guy. So
that's your fault.
It was my fault. The next couple of scenes, he couldn't get it right. So you just learn how to not give a ton of information out. For me personally, super professional. Here's your prop. I'm going to give you the spiel because I have to give you the spiel. You can have your own opinion about it, but this is why you're getting this particular prop right now.
Right.
You know, either the director and I thought this was great, whatever, it fit, whatever, and then I just get out. Not a lot of conversations. Nothing that's going to take them out of whatever they're doing to prep for
their
the role.
process.
Yeah.
I think reason number 62 of why I would never want to be a prop master is the last second suggestion just before they want to shoot that you deal with constantly, that my head explodes.
Yeah. Julie, my assistant, has stories kind of more than me because I'm like, okay, we're good, I'm out, you know.
Yes,
she'll tell
our
me,
on-set dresser.
I'll look at the episode or the scene and go, what happened there? Oh, they wanted that. What do you mean they wanted that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and they have to throw something together super fast, but camera is rolling. Can I get a foil swan?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wanted to pretend like I was coming from a restaurant and I wanted it to go like a foil swan. You know how you get.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Yeah. I mean, we have a big kit, but it's not on set right there. And, yeah.
You do have an amazing trailer full of...
I love to play a game for anybody to come on my trailer and say something and ask me if I have it. And 99 times out of 100, I have it.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've only been in there a couple times. It's amazing. It's like fun. A museum kind of like...
It is. And it's crazy how it never fits the shows I'm on. You think you've got it set up for the show you're on, and then you go get a whole bunch more. And
well, because you know why? Because it's like you do like a Cross and Jordan. You're all set up for that.
Yeah.
And then you do a Parks and Rec, and then you're like, oh wait, I don't need any scalpels anymore.
Yeah. But it's never the right one.
But then they do a medical scene. And you're like, oh, where'd I put all my scalpels?
It's true. Most prop masters are hoarders, and we should all get together and have a giant warehouse full of stuff. Yeah.
Well, you get the best stuff, really. You do get the good. You
get
the good
really
liquor.
Good. I've had. Oh my God, for sure. That is my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you do get good. Not like you get it for set. I mean, as I say that, I'm saying like you get it for set. You get the good stuff to put on set. Like it's harder for me to say, hey, can I get these crystal things because I'm the set decorator, and they'll be like, well, is it gonna be the shot? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm filling the back bar.
Yeah, that is the one.
I don't know.
When I make that call,
I'm not the prop master. When a prop master makes a call to get items. The ear's a little bit closer to the phone.
Unless the shot changes or the script changes, it is going to be seen. And that is a benefit to when I do make that call. And, the bag, it's, whether it's like great golf clubs to the best bottles of booze or, Yeah.
Yeah. You get the good stuff. To be seen. As you should.
Yeah, to be seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When I did a film with Robert De Niro, and he played a producer in Hollywood. So that means he was going to have like the best of stuff, and we were showcasing that he lives a very good life.
Right.
He's got the latest equipment and things and technology and his watches and all that. So, but the deal with Mr. De Niro is that he keeps everything that he is seen with, because he donates it to a charity that raises money.
Well, that's sweet.
Well, you're trying to tell Cartier that he's going to have to keep it. And then they go, okay. And then the other actors find out that he has a Cartier. And then I have to go back to the well and say,
just one more, please.
Just one more, please.
Just
so
5 more, please.
I'm walking out of Cartier with about $150,000 worth of watches that never went back to them, by the way. So none of that ended up with me.
But some of them went to De Niro. I mean, that's
to De Niro, the director, the other actors. Yeah.
What's been your favorite show to work on, or film?
Oh, film? Oh, probably the most fun, I think, was Wine Country.
Mm-hmm.
It was because you're doing a comedy with those girls who are your favorite, and you can almost see them as friends because you're about the same age, and and they're going through the
so
same
cool
stuff, and they're super cool.
I mean, I only have met one of them, but I mean, they're so cool too. They're cool people.
No, they're just
down to earth people.
Down to earth. You can have a conversation with them, and then the process. You and me, we both love wine. Mm-hmm. Anything about
cheers,
girls trip. Cheers, by the
cheers.
way. And the saddest thing about that is that you didn't do that movie. And I never want to work without you ever again.
Well, I don't either. And I know the band's breaking up a little bit, but
it is breaking up, but not really.
No, I think it's just a timeout.
It is a timeout.
Yeah,
we did a timeout once before, but we got back together.
Yeah. Mike, sure, are you listening?
Make sure to do movies, please.
Yeah.
No, whatever comes up, we'll do it.
And then TV
that
show?
Was fun. TV show, of course, Parks. Parks was a, Parks was just, the thing about Parks that I loved the best is that Pawnee was another character.
Yes.
And you never got tired of propping that character. Yeah. I mean, that was fun as shit.
Yeah.
Mad Men was not fun. I'll say that. Not fun. Kept me up 24/7. But I was the skinniest I've ever been in my life because I didn't have time to eat. So
see, that's
there was
good and bad.
There was
good
that.
and bad.
Yes. Crossing Jordan had an amazing crew. 7 years. Pretty much the same people. We're still friends to this day. We'll do little reunions once in a blue moon. Yeah, it was super tight. But the probably my favorite project was the film I just worked on because it's close to my heart. Little Me Too movement, little movie about Fox's, fake power.
Yeah.
And it was important to me. I've been wanting to do something that meant something to me, and so when that comes out, I'll be happy to see what the results of that exposure against Fox and Roger Ailes.
When you prop something like that versus a comedy and something, do your props, are you doing research to get it as close as you can to what was there? Because, you make up so much stuff. But when you have a project that you're this is real, that his pen that he used or whatnot, that type of research, you go deep.
I go rabbit hole crazy deep.
Yeah.
There was a pen that God, what's her name? Not Gretchen Carlson. Megyn Kelly uses. Mm-hmm. And it's weird because it blew me away. In all my pictures, she's had this pen over at least 6 years. So to me, you couldn't see it well in the photos. Mm-hmm. But to me, that meant okay, was this a graduation gift? Was this something that was important? Why would you have the same pen? We walk around here and we have at least 20 different pens in front of us. Trying to find out what that freaking pen was almost killed me. And I had Casey, who works with me, he was looking too, and he got the same disease. We would text each other at midnight going, it could be this, it could be that. And I wrote a letter to Pentel to ask them if this was their pen, and they sent back and said that's our pen.
No way.
Yeah, but they didn't
And
sell
did they
it
give
currently.
Did they
It discontinued like a couple years ago or something. But we found some on Amazon anyway. But yeah, it's that, and the payoff to that is when you're on set, and I've got this giant folder, and it's got photos of every character, because it was a biopic, that I did match everything that I could. And the director said to me, oh, you don't have to match. It's just really what you can find, what looks right, what looks best on the actor. And I said, okay, so he let me off the hook about the first week before filming. But on set, the actor should go, can I see a photo of that? Is that, oh yeah, and we had it.
Yeah.
And we did it, and we matched everything. So that the payoff to that is, oh, can I see that photo? Nope, you're right. It is this. It is in my right hand. And it is that.
Do you think that's easier, or is it easier making up Janet's handcuffs?
It's easier for me to match something and I can dig because I know it exists. When something doesn't exist, it's harder on my creativity. If I've had a lot of sleep and haven't been pressed to come up with stuff over and over and over again, because I'll get fatigued on trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
But biopic, finding something that exists is easier.
Yeah.
Because I can almost make something. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You can recreate something if you know what it is. Coming up with something that may not... I've made a ton of shit that nobody thought was funny or was not exciting on film.
I have, when I first got Parks, I had nightmares and a real, like, complex of, like, is my dressing funny? I had come from drama, and I was like, I know I'm funny, but I don't know my
funny.
I don't know my dressing is funny.
And
those first couple episodes of like, oh my god, this is a good show, and like, I don't know, is this chair funny? Like, I don't know, is it supposed to be funny? I don't know, and then it's not.
No.
The props are, but the chair's
no.
not.
But you're so right though that is it supposed to be funny?
Or
because
yeah, is it gone too far?
We
is it
kind of
overdone?
don't want it. That's the thing. You get two different mindsets. No, we want it to be funny, or no, it shouldn't be funny at all because we want the comedy, the words to be funny.
Right.
And you really do have to thread that needle. Like, you don't know, do I go too far with this? Is this funny? But we work with such sweet people who would never say that doesn't really work, you know, whereas if you work with somebody who, you know, would go, that's, you know.
We also have the luxury of working with these same people, you longer, but working with the people with Mike Schur and Morgan Sackett and just being able to not read their minds, I wouldn't say that at all, but being able to read the room of like, oh yeah, this isn't about the chair.
Yeah, and when they smile to you and laugh and they go, I don't know if it's that. That means they don't like it. But that's as mean as it gets. I don't know if it's that.
Yeah. No compliment. No, nothing said to me is a compliment, basically.
Yeah.
It's just how we get along, basically.
Seriously.
Don't talk to me. Let me just get on to my next set. If it looks great, they give, like, if their prop is great, they do. They give praise, and they're very appreciative, and we worked with genuinely
no matter what
nice
you do.
people.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah, but when they're not nice, that you do...
Well, you feel bad.
You
and
feel
it doesn't
bad.
matter if it's them or whatever project you're on.
Yeah.
When it's not right and you know it's not right, it's like, oh my god, I know it's not right, and I just want to redo. I just wanted to shoot next week. Like,
no, they never. That's another thing that sucks for us too. It's like, I know I'm lower on the totem pole than you are, and my request of, can I get one more day? Can we shoot that next week? No. What can you do to pull it off? Well, just short of, you know, killing somebody, I can pull it off. But okay. But yeah, it's not that we can't pull it off. It's, can we pull it off with what we would approve, what we want to see, what our vision is. And that isn't necessarily factored in to the schedule.
Now, Jim Gloucester, who was on that podcast, and described how he never likes to say no. Because then, you know, he likes to be the savior, and I said, yeah, but Jim, you're killing us. Yeah. You kill us when you do that. And Andrew was in the room. He's over there like,
he's shaking his head and
like,
drinking his wine.
You have to say no sometimes, Jim. You're killing us. He's like, yeah,
Our
but then
favorite.
then we look like the savior, and I go, yeah, but it doesn't work. But then we got to pull it off again next time, and maybe we can. But something even like this week, they wanted to pull up a set, and it's like, well, there's a holiday, and prop houses are closed, and then okay, but then it's more trucking, and it's more guys, and it's does that
work?
replace another set? Well, I gave them 5 reasons why I'm saying no.
But did that work?
It didn't work because of me.
Okay,
Let's put it that way.
because I've learned, I think I've said no twice, and it didn't work anyway.
Oh no, I say no every time.
Oh.
I say no. I say no every time, and then I come back and I go, all right, I think I can do it. Because I do think we can do it, but what is being sacrificed for it to get done?
Yeah.
Something's going to get sacrificed. And, you know, it is prop houses being closed and trucking, and I can't get guys, and that dressing might not be available. Now I got to get something else.
Yeah.
And it does trickle down to like, well, I can get it done, but, and then I say to him very kindly, you're not really asking me. You're telling me it's going to shoot. And you're being nice about it, and I get it.
What will it take to get it done?
Yeah.
And then,
And they're
remember how we used
logical
to say on VEEP, you couldn't scare them with money?
Oh,
Because you couldn't.
Oh, no.
They
Green
want
room.
You to, they
Green
want
room
you to do
shoots next
something
week.
that was impossible. And you could say, well, we could do
85
this.
grand.
But
okay.
Yeah. And then every number that came out of your mouth was approved. And it was like, okay.
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 Shit.
I'm going to have to work over Christmas, and so will this person, so they want to charge us like 100% rush fee over Christmas. Okay, we still want it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The
I guess
shipping is,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You couldn't scare them with money.
You can't scare them with money.
That's
one
dangerous.
Of the nights that I
That's dangerous for
questioned-
creativity.
Not to bring this way down, but
Uh-oh.
when I questioned this business in this industry and whether I wanted to stay with it, was a Friday night when it was on VEEP and it was storming. It wasn't Friday night, but it was night because...
Was it the night of Catherine's
Nursery.
Nursery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but we
you and
also-
I was in the gutter.
And I was scared for everybody that had to go out in the weather,
Yeah.
like an old lady.
It was such a bad storm in LA.
And it was a bad storm in LA. Things were flooded. Things were shutting down, and you had to change the set.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know if this is right. I don't know if... And I'm not discounting anyone's creativity or desires or whatever, but the fact that you still had to go out and do that.
Yeah.
When I felt like we
After
could shoot
hours.
with whatever is there, and it was perfect.
It was rough.
It was good enough.
Yeah.
That made me think, I don't know if this business is for me anymore.
Yeah.
You
I did it. I mean, when I was pregnant, I was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
There has to be some sort of craziness in my head to finish VEEP.
I
you know
heard
what I mean?
that you gave birth and then showed up the next day. I literally heard that you like had a baby and then you came in like the next day.
I had 2. I had 2 on a Tuesday and then came in on Monday.
Yeah. Who does that?
I don't know. And I think back and I'm like, you're a jackass. But there's a drive in there of like, they're in the hospital. They're fine.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be walking around anyway. I'm sorry, I did split one stitch. Okay. But there was a mindset of, I need to finish this for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to give the rest of my life to these 2.
When you're in the bubble, because at that point you're way in the bubble.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's
where
a series
just,
finale.
You're a machine.
Yeah.
And you keep putting it out, and letting that go is tough.
It's hard. And my lead man, Patrick Alvin, talk about every season after VEEP was done, we had like PTSD. Like you knew the phone was going to ring and something was going to come up, and there's nothing else that we've experienced.
Your family doesn't understand it. Your friends don't understand it.
No.
Yeah, I got hit by a truck on
did.
on the Paramount lot.
You did.
And I had Gary's fanny pack in my hand. And after coming to, I'm like, get this. First of all, I think my first words were, fuck, I'm alive. And then get this fanny pack to the stage over there. It was actually, I told Adam and Graham, who didn't even work on our show, they saw me get hit, and they were on another show at Paramount, but I told them where the stage was, and I go get this fanny pack.
Hurry up, they're going to shoot.
They're going to shoot. And it made it in.
Well, that's all that matters, Gay.
That's all that matters.
You have a limp now, but it's all that
I
matters.
was in the hospital in an hour from that point, but that fanny pack got in.
Hey, man. I lost my gallbladder. In the bathroom.
That's right.
In the bathroom at Paramount. Jim asked me for some more chairs, and I go, I'll be right back. He was shooting in an hour. Couldn't get the chairs there, and I go, I'll be right back, Jim. And I went in the bathroom, passed out.
I forgot about the gallbladder.
It's like, I think it's just an ulcer. I don't know. There's an ambulance here? Okay. I think the pain's bad enough. I think I'm going to take an ambulance. And they're like, you have an infected gallbladder. How have you been dealing? I go, I thought I was developing an ulcer. I named it VEEP.
Exactly. It was just a normal feeling by waking up.
And then you got hurt, and then how many days later were you back at set?
I came back after the hospital.
See?
Because guess what? We were shooting on location the following week, and everything had to get done, and it was all in my head.
Yeah.
Honestly, it would have been harder.
That is the problem. We keep a lot in our head, and then it's like, shit, I have to be there.
Yeah, it would have been harder to tell
after the
somebody.
gallbladder, I came into the office, and you go, what are you doing here? And I go, I don't know. I have to, like... You're like,
it's like,
there's no
we just sent you flowers to the hospital room, and you're not there anymore.
Yeah. It's a sick thing. The passion and the drive is a sick thing for this.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit of a sickness, and nobody else kind of understands.
It's crack, really, in a sense of like...
All of my friends say, I hate your job.
Yeah.
They don't know that we do get pleasure. I mean, we do...
Oh, yeah.
We're part of, like, this dysfunctional family that...
A production designer that I've worked with, Michael Mayer, always says, there's no other job you'd rather do. And he knows it.
It's true.
It's true. He goes, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? What's going to give me that buzz?
What are you going to do?
And the adrenaline. What about this? When I'm not doing this, I don't have drive to get out of the house. So what would I do?
We watch Housewives, Gay.
Exactly.
That's what we do. We make fun of Housewives.
We need an exit plan.
This is it, Gay.
Oh! Am I part of this? Okay.
Maybe.
It's my first podcast.
We just do... Because you wouldn't do the Good Place one. I believe they asked you to do it. You should do it.
I'm going to do the next one.
Oh, good.
Just because I need to clarify some things.
Oh. Okay. They're going to be really happy to hear that.
Yeah. Okay, we don't do this, but we do this. No. That's just... No. I might do
it's
the next
fun.
one. Yeah.
Because I've only met that actor like once or twice, but he was super nice and sort of like cared.
Oh my God, he was so
great. Nice.
Yes.
That voice alone is like, oh
I know.
My God.
And I just hope they have a great edit team.
Me too.
And Mantzoukas is not there because I'll be so like...
Who are you on with?
I don't know. I'm just saying if they do it again.
Oh yeah, they're going to do it again? Yeah.
I'm sure they'll do it again. But yeah, maybe...
it's ongoing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll do it.
Oh, you have a natural, Kim. You're like natural, like...
I'm setting it up.
What?
No. I'm going to wrap it up, though, with who is your favorite housewife of all time?
Oh, God. Of all time. Oh...
Any city, any season.
You know, I have a soft spot. The person that I don't understand my soft spot for is Luann.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand it. She's not necessarily the most dynamic. I don't know why I care about her life and her daily life, and that her feelings don't get hurt any more than they need to.
It's crazy.
That's it.
That's it. It's Luann.
I mean, I love a lot of them, like sisters.
Yeah.
But...
You care.
I care.
Yeah. What prop would you give Luann?
A 30-day pin.
That's perfect.
Because she needs one.
Yeah.
She can't
She
get
needs
one
one bad. She needs one bad. It's a sin. Thank you so much. See, this wasn't that bad.
No,
and there's
torture.
So much, as many years as we worked together that I don't know about you. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know how you started out. Isn't that crazy? Why do we not, like...
Because I'm 100 years old.
No,
and
you're
still
not.
Fresh.
No, you're not. Okay. It's wilting by the second. Okay.
No, this is fun. Thanks for asking me questions about myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think, especially Prop Master, you have so much that overlaps over... like costumes or set deck, and you have so many things that overlap. Your hand is in everything.
I have to be nice to other departments because I will rely upon them
Yeah.
Sooner or later. Yeah.
Grips.
Yeah. Makeup, grips, costumes,
Yeah, makeup.
effects.
Look at this. Right now you're doing a hand.
Yeah.
You got to talk to makeup. You got to talk to lighting probably to make sure, I don't know, make sure they don't see the guy's real hand. I don't know.
I definitely...
Camera?
Yeah, visual effects, physical effects, we work hand in hand a lot. Because we just, you know, you got glitter because I got to shake it.
Yeah.
You know, you got goo, I got to spread it. You know,
Just don't get any
I
of
got
your
to shoot
shit
it out
on
of
my
the cannon.
furniture.
What do you have? Yeah. But primarily it's with you guys. It's with set deck in our department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't know how you and I mind meld, because it's not like we go and scout together and we shop together.
No. Because the Prop Master isn't on a tech scout.
No,
most
and
usually.
you and I do not shop together, but somehow we freaking get...
Yeah.
It's seamless. It freaks me out sometimes.
I think because it's like I'm the third option. I'm gonna bring in the third option.
I pull in. No, Kim's gonna have this. No, I really appreciate. You know, you open up a drawer, there's stuff in it. You open up a cabinet.
Oh, only if it's scripted.
It's just a treat.
Oh, but I can't even describe how many times Gay has saved my ass. So, and I don't want to. I don't want to get him that so many
it's
times.
a mutual. Yeah, I just do not have to work with anybody else.
Thank you. I can't imagine like having a close relationship because it's like a family.
Yeah.
You get so close with the hours you spend with people.
There's nothing worse when you can't stand somebody and you have to work with them.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like Ian.
That is not true, but that was so funny.
Thank you, Gay.
You're welcome. Bye.
I am always in awe of Gay. What she pulls off is incredible, and then has 2 or 3 other options, which are just as impressive and detailed and beautiful. She has an incredible work ethic and is just a real fun gal to work with. I'm very lucky to have had these seasons with her on Parks and Rec and VEEP and Good Place, and we are so sad that again VEEP and Good Place have come to an end, but I'm sure our paths will cross, and I pray that they do. If you want to be up to date about our podcast schedule, please visit decoratingpagespodcast.com and subscribe to our newsletter. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got an earful. I'm Kim Wanup for Decorating Pages. Decorating Pages is sponsored by Stogie Floaty, luxury pool floats. Float 'em if you got 'em. Visit stogiefloaty.com.